Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for May the 10th, 2024. I am Mom.
Ba-ba.
Bop, bop, and it is here too. Hi, Ed.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Were, were,
Um,
were you two verbally stimming?
no, I was laughing. Dante posted a link to the, quote, best Star Trek commercial ever in the lounge on the Strike Group channel. So if you haven't seen the latest posting, go look at that one.
I am familiar with that commercial.
Oh, I loved that. I'd never seen it before. That was so good. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing today? It's Friday. Loki's with me and we're tapping on the desk. Yay. I have a meeting today. I hate doing the Friday meetings. It's not my job, but the person who's supposed to do it took the day off and did not ask me to cover for her, but I think I better. Grumble, 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 grumble. I hate meetings. I hate stupid meetings. Chris is
He's one of
continues.
those.
Go ahead.
He's one of those. It could have been in email situations.
It really couldn't. This is the weekly organizational meeting for the service department, so they figure who's going where. But it invariably goes off on a tangent about something or another. So they do set a time limit, and fortunately I have a log off at 10:30, so yay. So if it goes past 10:30, it's going to be hard stop, guys. And usually they're good about that. But it's if somebody's late, then somebody else grumbles. If something else happens, somebody else grumbles. Blah 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 blah. Somebody's going to grumble. Chris says he is continuously sleepy. What's up, Chris? Or just life? So yeah, the I got up to let the doggos out about 1 this morning, and it was chilly. Closed the door, went back to bed, and about 10 minutes later I heard the heat kick on, so I checked. It's 50 degrees here. 52 now. It's warmed up a little bit. Chris says, yet another amazing episode of Discovery. The odds are rising now. The odds of what? The only thing I've heard about Discovery is there's a reference to a possible spin-off show in this episode. A oblique reference to a spin-off episode. I will wait till it's all out. I will go back and I will binge watch the whole thing some weekend when I don't have anything better to do. So possibly not in this lifetime, but there. Well, Academy is already a given, but they're talking about another one, Chris. Something that is like a setup that might be it. Though currently, if Academy, hold it, no. If Section 31 works, they're talking about a Picard movie, and Academy is, I think, a definite that's in the works. They've already got the set built. But Paramount is cutting back on the number of Star Trek it's going to run at any one time to never be more than 2 things. So they might have stuff in the works.
And
They will see what happens after that. Though I could really get into a 7 of 9 based series, or at least mini series.
like a like a legacy movie every other year.
Yeah, every other year or every 3 years, whatever it takes to put a decent script together.
Even Kurtzman was saying that moving forward, their plan is Star Trek, but it has to be genuine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it has to be. Yeah, absolutely. Chris says, and the level of danger it holds if Starfleet loses has just gotten higher. Except Starfleet's not going to lose. If they had a season 6, that would be a possibility.
Right.
Because it's in season 5 and there is no season 6, they can't leave it with Starfleet losing because that would be the end right there. We all know
Right.
how it's. What was it that somebody was saying about? Oh God, I can't remember what series it is, but they went to an endpoint. Went forward in time, and something bad happened. They said even if we go back and pretend that universe never happens, we already know what the outcome is because we all know, and that disengages people. If they know that something bad's going to happen in the end and the people are going to die, they don't want to come back.
right?
I don't remember which
Uh,
one it was.
and then there's shows that leave you on a cliffhanger of things are not going to be all right, and then we never come back.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
I loved V.
V was like, ugh.
I
There's
liked V. Of course,
oh, me too.
okay.
Um, but yeah, V was left on a. It's like we're doomed. The colony was kind of like that as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like heck, I don't even think Earth Final Conflict.
Earth Final Conflict just stopped, but it had been going downhill.
Yeah.
It,
After they got rid of Boone, it kind of sputtered when they
yeah.
were. And what was his name? Kincaid,
Was that his?
I think it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, you're right, you're right.
Like I like Kincaid, but like
Mark Hawkman says
uh,
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, the season cliffhanger, and the show gets canceled
yeah.
due to the writer's strike. But yeah, yeah, that really affected things.
Dollhouse had the same issue. Sliders had the same issue. We left with Rembrandt Brown being the only one left from the original cast,
Wow.
and he slid out, and they thought he was going back to the Prime world, but we don't know what happens. And at this rate, I don't think we're ever going to get a an update.
No, we're not. I was reading yesterday that Orville season 4 is still a possibility, but the one who plays Kelly will not go back to the series. She flat
Mm.
out said no.
Um, I know currently Seth MacFarlane's working on the Ted series, so
Yeah.
priorities.
Yeah, and he likes to write the episodes for Orville, which they said just mucks up time. So everybody's kind of just waiting for the scripts to get written sometimes. Good morning, Swear. Oh, by the way, I didn't say good morning, Mar Hockman. Good morning, Mar Hockman. So I totally get these passion projects, but you put other people's lives on hold too when you do them.
Oh yeah,
So I get
like
it.
Family Guy. He left the writers' room
Mm-hmm.
what, a decade ago.
Mm-hmm. I like Family Guy.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I like a lot of those series that he does. They are pithy. I have a dog in my lap going, but pet me, Mom, pet me. It's so weird to be able to talk in a normal voice first thing in the morning and not have to be quiet because people are in the other room. One of our fleet mates was asking today, and I won't go into names, if you had to decide between a lower paycheck but better mental health or poorer mental health but a good paycheck, what would your choice be? And I'm going to say, after the past year of still recovering from being married for 40 years and then the last year of just absolute garbage, I'd take the lower paycheck and better mental health in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I can live with less stuff. I could live in an apartment, though that's really bad for my mental health with the doggos. But I could live in a smaller house. I could live in a different community than I live in. And I'm going to have to figure that out really soon because I'm cutting back on hours starting in 3 weeks. Which is good for us because that means I'm going to work an hour later. And I was thinking, gee, would we like to push the show to 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m.? Or do we want to leave it at this time of the morning?
I mean, I'll be around unless I get that security job.
Yep, yep, yep.
But they want a. They're asking about either a level 2 or level 3 license, and I'm like, I don't have either of those, so.
Well, maybe they can help you get it if they think you're a good candidate.
Right.
Oh. Um, I know a lot of companies these days will hire decent candidates and then here's what you need to do, we'll help you do it. My current employer offers you can work on your degree with them, but you have to agree to stay with them for 3 years. So when I told them I wanted to cut back to part time, that was off the table. And I honestly don't want to work 3 years to get a degree and then immediately retire.
Right.
Swear says I've been offered to be in management. I assume that's management. Been there, done that. I like my free time and less responsibilities. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I like management, but it depends on the level of management. I like managing people who want to work, but if you want to come to a job and do the minimum that you have to do, that's hard to manage people like that.
Like Elon Musk is building this massive like event center and community area out on Boca Chica,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to include a massive sushi bar. So he's hiring for a head chef and someone to basically, independently run the place
Uh-huh.
with a salary of upwards of 120,000 a year.
That's about right for a head chef.
And
Maybe on the short side, but not bad.
and my friend, my mentor, he's like, go apply for that. I'm like, no, that would kill me in the first week.
It's. Do you have the qualifications as a head chef?
I do, but I'm so out of practice,
Okay,
it would not count.
got it. Yeah, head chef is a pain in the butt job for a good head chef,
Yeah.
and the hours are grueling.
If I get the security job, I can do that and get it. Pay is about 12 to 13 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
so roughly about 26 a year,
Right.
and I could always moonlight for like Uber Eats or something,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which in this area is another 20,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
If
amazing.
I went to Dallas, it's so yeah here it's about 20 an hour for Uber Eats. If it was like Dallas or Austin or something, it's like
Mhm.
25 an hour.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that here. Swear says, I enjoy being overqualified and have time to chat on here at work. Swear I'm overqualified for what I do, which means the fact that I want to step back to just working fewer hours and just focus in on the really niche fun stuff like doing the social media is perfect, and I can work from home once in a while, but I do wish everyone at work would STFU, because I sit in a central location and everybody comes to my desk and assumes I'm not doing stuff. And they'll start chatting and it's like, guys, I'm working here. Can you just go away? We'll talk in the kitchen or something? Yeah, I'm not the most social person in the office. If I leave my desk, I can go chat, but if I'm at my desk, don't come talk to me. Unless it's about work. Well, we could go shoot things.
Shooting things is fun.
I have disruptor damage and phaser damage on the ground. Oh, how exciting. What is on the list for today? By the way, it is an upgrade weekend until Monday. Let me, my spreadsheet. There's my spreadsheet. Let's see what's coming up here. Universal Endeavor. What did we have yesterday or this week? We had, what did we just finish? Tour. We're back to the beginning. Did I miss a complete week there? We did transdimensional tactics. Oh, this weekend is EPO tagging. And Monday is Nimbus 3 dance competition. And Wednesday is dilithium mining at the Vlugta asteroid field. So we got some easy stuff coming up. And Friday of next week is Win 500 in Dabo at Quarks. We got an easy week coming up for endeavors, folks, starting today. So yay. Okay, Chris needs Tholian ships, Undine ships, and Voth ships in the battle zone. I have nothing. I have disruptor damage and phaser damage on the ground, which I will take care of when I run out to do my event, which is at 1 o'clock. So I'm happy to do everybody else's stuff today.
When is my next run on?
It would be like 4 this afternoon.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. In 6 hours, 2 minutes.
Yeah. The ones that I'm nannying, I'm doing as soon as I get home from work. Just makes life a little bit easier if I can get them all together. So let me get into a Tholian-based ship. Do I want to take this one up? Let's get over onto somebody else because I don't care. Who wants to go out and fight? I think we'll take Ketsa out.
Welcome.
Excuse me while I stretch. So for those of you who saw, or in the stream last night, I did not put yesterday on YouTube, since we had technical difficulties both morning and evening. But we wound up with going to Kobali, and Musin could not get one of the episodes to work. So he had to drop the whole thing and go back and replay the first 3 stories of the first story arc to get the 4th one. Finally got that done. I got him through and into the 3rd act before I quit. It was late, and it was Kabalistan, and I know if 2 people are playing it in their teams, sometimes it just doesn't work. Anybody else want to jump in? Good morning, Skeptic Taco Batman 1. And a hi to you too.
Invite, there we go.
There we go. Everybody got the ship they want to use? For Tholian ships, I don't think we got a lot of options aside from Azure Nebula. That's the one. It was data recovery, Marhawkman. It was glitching. Oh, yeah, we could go do Archer. That would be a lot more fun than Tholian system. So, off to Archer, everybody! Yeah, I'd run into that issue before with Ed, and that was like 2 years ago, Marhawkman, where we just couldn't get it to start up, and that's exactly what happened. Let's see. What is close? Wrong button. This button. Each player needs to touch each box, but the glowy interact doesn't show properly. Yeah.
Archer system, right?
Archer system,
On my
yes.
way.
I'm on my way over there. So if you go to where the box is, Marhawkman, will it interact with you if you touch it? Or not? Because we wound up having to unteam and go back and each play it individually and then reteam for the next one. Okay. So the next time we do it as a team, we'll go to each one and say, everybody come on over here. Then find the next one, everybody come on over here. Don't move on until we've got these all done and everybody's been here. I have, I think 14 tunes who haven't done Delta yet. I'm not looking forward to that one. I was doing Brotherhood of the Sword yesterday, and somebody came on with a tune named Nathan Bridger. I'm like, ah, that goes back a ways. I'm here. Shall we go in?
Yes. Temperature. I know that name.
Yes, you do. You've mentioned the show before, so I know you know it.
Yes, but my brain is not pulling up the right catalog cards.
It was wet. It had an actor who's extremely well known, an actress who was in Star Trek for one episode for sure, maybe two.
I do love Sequest.
Yeah, there you go.
I know the moment you said it's wet, I'm like, DSV. I love DSV.
It was actually a really good show. You know, decent, not great, but decent science. They tried. Great actors. Some good plots, some plots.
Yeah.
Actress who was in, well, technically, I guess actor, yes, but person who was in one episode of Star Trek, which covers a lot of people. And which actress was it? And who did she play? Do you have any idea just how little that narrows it down? Yes, I do. That's why I was having a chuckle over it. But we always have to play 6 degrees of...
Separation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I'm on Elite. That's why this is making it fun. I was wondering why these Tholians weren't dying very fast. Good morning, Chosen. It was Stephanie Beecham, and she played the Countess in the Moriarty episode.
Was it Peter DeLuise that was in it?
Yes, very good. I had forgotten him till you mentioned him, but yes, he was in it. So for Snicks yesterday, and because I had to do a little bit of space damage with a low-level toon, I took on 9th Rule on normal, which was fine for a low-level toon. And boy, did I get loot. Holy moly, it was just dropping like crazy. Well, we did it on Advanced a couple of weeks ago, and nothing dropped. I mean, we had 1 or 2 drops for the whole thing, and this one, I had to clear my inventory twice. I had so much loot.
Yeah, soloing 9th Rule is a loot hoarder's wet dream.
Yeah. Or if you really want to do a ton of salvage, or if you need to build up your EC.
Alright. Do 9th Rule Elite by yourself, load up, go drop it on the exchange.
Yep.
Rinse, repeat.
Or if you don't even want to spend the time to put it on the exchange, because you'll get more than 40 items super fast.
Oh yeah.
You can just sit there.
Yeah, you can vendor that.
Yep. Hey, if you're really desperate, just leave the system, go out, right-click on everything. Rockman says 9th gives you as much loot as you get kill credit for. Yeah. Chosen says my fan-made Moonwolf class Mark I was put into testing around the same time as the USS Excelsior in the late 23rd century. A time I was hoping I'd get to, but probably not. Bringing my little puppies to help out here. My dogs are downstairs pining for the fjords. They're sitting at the window going, oh, we can be out there. It's 50 degrees. I'm not letting you out. But Mom... So the question is, for this upgrade weekend, do I go back in and rework my tank and upgrade everything? Or do I upgrade everything, or redo the whole tank on a new ship and worry about it on the next upgrade weekend? Sorry, didn't mean to laugh at you. Swear says, so, I was wondering why my new build was so weak. Then I noticed all my traits were wiped. Yep. Welcome to my world. And I hope you appreciate this. I had to get a sweater out, and I might have to go get another sweater. It's that chilly, but I still have the window open just a little bit. Good morning, Cliff.
Enjoy it while you have it. Take a roll in the snow for me if you have snow.
I do not have snow. We barely got snow this year. The winter was pretty intense, but not snow intense. This area doesn't get a ton of snow. When we get it, we'll get like 8 inches overnight, and then everybody panics and nothing opens the next day, and then it all melts and we're back to work 2 days later. So when they say snow is predicted, everybody goes to Walmart and the lines are crazy. And I'm thinking, do you not have enough food to survive 2 days in your house? Excuse me. Doggos. Hey. Opie. I say Opie, and she's like, but she stops. So far, I bought 400k of Phoenix boxes this event. Not a gold one. Yeah, well, the odds are dropped to almost nothing for that. But come on, what is there in a Phoenix box that you would want? So let's see. We've
The Joran Interceptor.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
You'll notice they've never put it into a MUDs bundle, and they never will. Because
Excuse me, I need to go deal with this. I'll be right back. Girls. Sorry about that. Yeah, the hackles are up on my pit bull. Except they're really tiny on her, so it's like this little tiny ridge on her back. But I looked down from upstairs and I realized, I need to feed that doggo a little less. She's turning into a sausage dog again. All right, let's see. We were going to go do... Tholians, we have Undine ships. Do we care where the... Well, where are the Undine ships? There's a TFO, and then there's the battle zone. What's your preference, Chris? Do you have anything on your list, Id?
Barbed wire on ground, disruptor on ground, and Voth ships. I'm in no real urge to do any of that.
Okay, well, hang on. Let's see here. Chris has Voth ships in the battle zone, so why don't we go hit the battle zone? We can do the Undine ships, and we can either then go over to the other part of the battle zone and do the Voth ships, or if we're lucky, we will wind up on that ending sequence. And then we'll get the Voth ships. Does that work for everybody? I wonder which ship has the most console slots. I'm the wrong person to ask. I am on my way over there.
I'm going to hang back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but you said you had Voth ships?
Yes.
Okay, jump in with us because you'll still get the kill count.
Okay, that is
Uh,
Gonkra, right?
no. This is the Undine sphere, so sphere space, Solanae Dyson sphere.
Dyson Sphere.
Yeah.
Uh,
And come into the Undine battle zone with us. So we're going to go to the space battle zone. And then I think you can just chill from there because you should get the mutual kill counts.
so that's Sphere Space, right? Allied Zone?
Right. Yes. And when you get in, come to the space battle zone.
It's a Space Battle Zone, correct?
Correct. Okay. Like I said, I think you'll get our kills from this. Who joined us? It's Joshua.
Hey,
Good
Josh.
morning, Joshua.
Well, they
Well,
fixed the Kabali homeworld.
they did? Or
Mm-hmm.
you got it done or they fixed it. There's a difference in those two.
Well, they fixed it.
Ah. I saw you guys running around. I worked with Musin to get him through that one section, but he basically had to
Well-
drop it and restart it.
Me and Mark Hawkman.
Oh, I saw you guys running around while we were running around down there.
Yeah. Effectively, we got it done
Yep.
pretty quickly. Due to the fact me and him have already done it once before. We've got history doing it, you know.
Yep. Well,
But the difference was now they've reset the progress. If you haven't done it on, if you complete the accolade on any other tune, you have to go back and redo it
of course.
to reactivate all the transporters.
Yeah. Yeah, we were seeing that
Because-
last night.
Yeah, because my temple recruit that I did previously, now I have to go back and redo it just to get the transporters working again.
Yep. But I have done it on tunes, and I shouldn't have the problems I was running into yesterday. And Musin had done it, but he thought he'd done it on that tune, but it doesn't look like it from the progress counter. So I
Yeah.
think he'd done it on a different tune, but Nato's one of his big tunes. Maybe just because he
Hello.
needed to get the delta?
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello?
That's an easy day.
What'd you get?
Hull repair space.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy dreadnoughts. And finally repair shields. Space.
Wow, that is an easy day. That's a hive onslaught.
Elite.
Yeah, hive onslaught. Anything.
How's
Marhawkman
it?
says, "Hey Josh, did you see the character gallery I made up of my Gorn guy's crew?"
No, actually. Let me go and double check.
And Marhawkman goes on, "The story journal revamp reset the completion status of some things."
Yeah. I know, I know he was talking about that last night.
But it is frustrating when there's still glitches in it and you can't easily complete things that honestly aren't that difficult.
Yeah. So my main can now officially go and do the Kabali homeworld if I wish. Which is really nice to see.
Swear, Cliff says the Awani command carrier T6 has 11 console slots and can be upgraded to 13. Does that answer your question?
13. I don't think... Is the Awani a miracle worker?
I think so, yes.
The Awani. Nope.
It's not?
Nope.
Oh, I
It's
thought
not a
it
full
was.
miracle worker. It's a full command ship.
Huh.
It's only got a lieutenant commander miracle worker.
Interesting. I thought it was.
Yep. So it doesn't get the universal seat.
Still got 13 if you do the upgrade.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many tombs and TMP airships have registry numbers in the 1900 to 1999? I have no clue.
So what are you currently doing, Darkman?
We are in the Undine battle zone because Chris needed some Undine ships, and Id needs some Avath ships.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and it's easier if we team up to get them done. How are you doing on your ships, by the way, Chris?
Eh.
$12 out of 30.
I wonder, should I do a hive onslaught while you guys are doing that?
Oh, sure, go for it.
I'm probably making an elite version because why? Because why not?
Okay, I'm wondering if kill counts depend on proximity, because I swear we've done more than 12.
Yeah, I think
We
it
are-
is proximity.
We are teamed, but even so. As soon as this is done, let's go find Chris and stand there. This is almost done. There we go.
I can't wait to see like a
Oh.
Odyssey, 7th and 8th Odyssey, you know, an 8th Odyssey or 9th Odyssey. I can go F and G. Technically, I could.
Chris got kicked, so close my window there because the heat just turned on again. I was trying to figure out what that sound was, and I think it was my computer struggling. No, it's the heat.
The heat.
Yeah, it's 50 degrees here. It is chilly.
It's 50 degrees here too, but it's, Celsius.
Mine's Fahrenheit.
No comments.
It got to 132 here yesterday.
Okay. Would you like to know the temperature here right now in Fahrenheit?
Sure.
You're gonna make me cry.
67
Oh, so you're definitely warmer than we are.
in Casper, Wyoming, where one of my friends are. It's 40.
Well, yeah, but that's Wyoming. Higher elevation, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And further north. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
We got 2 more to kill here when Chris gets back in. Chris is back. Okay, got Chris back. Let's find where Chris is. I see Id. Where are you, Chris? We shall go over to Space Bagel. No, that's already Blue Space Bagel. Let's go to the Space Bagel at the 11 o'clock position.
So now, effectively, my Klingon recruit, all I need to do is just progress through the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be done.
Space Bagel.
And I update my Gorn crew on my KDF recruit.
Well, excuse me. Well, I do not want to be sick this weekend. By the way, for those of you in the States, it is Mother's Day Sunday. So if you're close with your parents, say hi. Say hi to your mom. How many Florida men on board? Good question.
Half of the damn crew.
There you go. We can make a Florida man ship.
Oh, dear lord.
Would that be great?
No. It's the vessel I've just seen
Oh.
in this Hive Onslaught Elite.
Who maybe
There's a
should.
Malon battle cruiser in here.
That's interesting. A bold
5
choice.
And it's got a mine layer build on it as well.
That's a really interesting choice, but okay. How are they doing? Are they dead?
No,
Okay.
this is gonna get interesting pretty quickly.
I was thinking of doing a Buckaroo Banzai ship. Or maybe even a Buckaroo Banzai account. So I can have an infinite number of John Parrots and John Yayas and John Big Booties. But a Florida man build could be a lot of fun.
I'm wondering if we're going to get the new Breen outfits from Discovery Season 5.
Ooh. I like the old Breen. I have my own belief on what the Breen were. I wrote actually 2 books involving the Breen, but my version of them. Let's see, what is left? There's only one left here. How are you doing on those Cylons? Sorry, Undines. We do have a good set of costume options for Florida Man. What, we're going to put them all in the tank shirts and shorts? What we need, though, is if we're going to do the tank shirts, is white tank shirts. White stained tank shirts. Though the
AKA
ripped
the white beaters.
Yeah. And flower garters. Oh, yeah. Ryza isn't soon enough for me. Give all the officers a shotgun for ground missions. Okay, Chris is done. So we can leave here, or we can go to the planet killers. What would you prefer to do? Because planet killers are going to come up in just a moment.
Well, we should have Voth showing up soon, right?
The Voth will show up after the planet killers.
Okay.
I'm good with just running through this and getting all that and gain some dilithium. We don't take too kindly to your kind in this here space sector. Shields up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
Make your way to their locations.
That team was impressive.
Even with the APU?
With the Malon battlecruiser, oh boy, that thing was spicy. For a battlecruiser, that thing was hitting.
The planet killers are now active. We have 10 minutes to destroy as many as possible.
Ship is under attack. Warning, ship is under attack. Warning, ship is under attack.
I do need to get a daily done.
What done?
Klingon weapons to
The
destroy
event
shielding.
TFO.
I have
be
that
off
at
time.
1 o'clock on 2 of my tunes and 4 o'clock on 3 of my tunes.
You mean 3 of your accounts?
You know what I meant. Close Encounters of the Alien Kind? Close Encounters of the Moopsy Kind. I'm going to have to think about that one for a title.
Moopsy.
And Weapon 3 going.
That's it. Finish off the planet killer. The planet killer has been destroyed.
One down. The one in the 5 o'clock position hasn't... Oh, it's been started now. This should go pretty fast. Woo. The excitement of us being completely quiet as our ships go to the next place.
Right.
Endeavours are now done for the night.
Yay!
I told you it would not take me long to get them done.
Well, the other day I had ground damage, and ground healing. One trip through the event. Done.
Yeah.
Hey, my cousin was abducted by a ship like yours. God.
Is that from one of the TNG episodes?
No.
Or Voyager?
Close, if anything, maybe Enterprise, but no. In that one episode, what was it, Carbon Creek? Carbon
Planet
Corners?
killer is invulnerable. Use the Romulan singularity to destroy its shielding.
Well, all I need to do now is my daily, which I'll do on my Andorian captain.
I think my targeting options have reset themselves. The USS Florida wasn't built for combat. Oh my god, the USS Florida isn't built for combat. It's a diplomacy ship. Yes! Yes! I can see this storyline developing, Chosen.
Yeah.
Tourist trap.
We can get Frost's input since he's as close to Florida as we've got. Though definitely not a Florida man.
It's a model ship, like the model house. You know, you get to tour it and see what you could be living in.
Yep. So the house that we bought way back when in Chicago was one of the model houses, and it was not a model that sold well. So after having, I think there's only 3 in the whole community in that style, they went ahead and sold the house, and we bought it. However, there are a couple of things that they put in that were strictly for decoration, like a few of the outlets were never actually wired. Because, you know, it's a model house. We're not planning to sell it, and we're not hooking up anything for that one. Oops. I hate it when these counters move backwards.
The protective bubble is down. Go after the planet killer.
Voila.
Planet
Now
killer
we
has
get the
been
bath.
destroyed.
Now with the Herald AP, I think I should
All
get a
three planet
Herald
killers
ship.
have been destroyed.
Maybe.
Excellent work.
I have one Herald ship.
The Undine will return.
I'm trying to
but
remember
we
which
have-
one I've got.
Belay that. There is a massive Voth
It's the
fleet
Edmobile.
inbound.
It's the Von...
All ships, return to the staging area. We must
one is
prepare
it?
for the Voth.
So it probably was the Lobie ship. I think the Von Cruiser. Mar Hawkman says, I used to live in Georgia. Swear says, I wanted Florida ship for all the wrong reasons. These here are the adventures of the USS Florida. Actually, that's more Arkansas than it is Florida. I have to work on my Florida accent.
Herald AP going right now for 24 million a pop.
Wait, isn't that better than it was?
This sphere will belong to us.
I'm not sure, but that was the ISOMAX for AP.
Oh. Because I have a Herald AP ship, and it's quite nice. I wish it wasn't so squishy, but that's got nothing to do with weapons.
No. Do you think you'll have time for one more TFO, or...?
Depends on how soon we get done with getting his Voth. How many do you need it?
I need 30. I'm at 12.
Okay, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we should have time. I actually could probably be a few minutes late and nobody would worry too much.
Let's be honest, you're always turning to work
Yeah,
within the first
we
10
don't
minutes.
we don't log in. It's just on the honor system. So if you told them you worked 40 hours this week on this, they believe you. I can tell you that because I'm the person who does payroll. I'm not going to ask them to check in. One of the things they're always concerned with, and companies when they come to us with time tracking equipment, well then, so they can track in from the minute they start on this project, and then if they have to switch, they can track up that project and track to the new ones. And my boss and I just look at them going, we don't do that. Well, how do you do your time tracking? They tell us what they worked on, which project, and we believe them. How do you know they're not ripping you off? Because they've been here 25 years, and if they want to rip us off, they can rip us
Does
off?
the work get done?
Yeah, really. Does the work get done? Yes. It totally
Those
gets
are all
done.
my tips. Finish this up and
I mean, sometimes these guys will do an 8-hour shift and then have a 16-hour travel time back on the same day because they want to be at the next job.
So, would you consider the transit traveling?
Absolutely.
Or
If you're on the job going to a job or from a job, that is travel time. It is paid at full rate unless it's greater than 40 hours for the week, then it's time and a half. But the learning curve to understand the job is horrendous. It is years, 3 years.
yeah,
So once somebody's trained in it, you gotta trust that they're gonna. If they put in 3 years to get to that point, they're probably gonna be around for a while. And you have to treat them with
Yeah.
respect.
like it's better just to give somebody a $2 raise than to let them walk and have to train somebody new.
Oh yeah. And it's the same philosophy companies should be aware of when they are trying to, cross-sell. It's easier to keep somebody you've got than it is to recruit a new customer. When I was working in martial arts, they said it takes 27 touches before somebody even considers buying your product on average. But if you can keep people happy, you already put that money in. That's your investment. How's the kill count going?
My end is done.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing anything. How are you doing, Chris? You had Voth ships, right? Okay. All right. Joshua, shall we leave this one and do one TFO with Joshua? And Joshua, which TFO did you want?
I do not mind.
Oh, well, I thought since you said you wanted to do one.
Any of the event TFOs, I don't
Oh, and
mind.
an event TFO. There you go. Gateway would probably be the fastest for space, and since we have Chris and Id, I think space is probably the option we want here. Is that okay with you guys? Chris, Id, you okay with
Yes.
doing Gateway?
Yep. That's the typical one I go anyway. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
We
We did the Brotherhood in 2.5 minutes yesterday on one of the tunes. Everybody knew what to do. It was great. Run in, it completely ignore the heralds. If you've got a decent enough build, you can do that. Somebody triggers it, find the other two, go for it. Next one. Chris is done. He's got a task in 3 minutes. No worries, Chris. No worries at all.
The invasion of
You know, one of the crazy things, if that was World of Warcraft, all those are mobs that you ran through would have followed you to the end.
That's why you have to accelerate. The Chedyet swarmers will follow you outside the battle zone. They are fun. Which way are you going?
I'll go right.
Joshua, left or right?
I'll go left.
Okay. I'm going to see where these other folks go.
And Chris is in a Defiant today. He's not in his Judah stats.
I don't know. Chris is off. Chris has logged out. He has work to do.
Ah.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go right since nobody took off that way except for Id. He was in a crossfield refit.
Ah.
reinforcements are inbound.
I definitely don't need backup over here because, well, I have the photonic fleets
Okay.
Take,
on my side.
I'll take planet side.
Okay. The two others are just sitting here. They better not be AFKing. I will not be happy if they're AFKing. Oh, there they go. Chosen, you're making it too easy for me to keep going on with the USS Florida. Chosen says, USS Florida NCC 187012D is one of the many Starfleet ships to have detached nacelles because she was built in the 32nd century.
The troop transports.
Well, I think somebody needs to go to Florida and live there for about a couple of years to get their culture down. And then she could write a whole biography on
I'm
the USS
so
Florida.
not going to Florida. I've been to Florida. I'm not going back.
What do you think?
Beginning their run to the planet.
One of the companies I worked for used to have weekly or bi-weekly meetings someplace, and one of their favorite ones was to go to Disney World because they have great conference centers, which they do. They're amazing. Great facilities for running a conference. But going to Florida, flying in there is cheap. Renting a car is cheap. It's really, at that time, it was very family friendly. Oh, the other guy's here. That's why it's not doing that. Have you got two people over on your side?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just sit here and look pretty then.
If we're going to do this, I'm going to make the USS Conch Republic. And if you know it, you know it.
I know it.
Or the USS New York.
Run to the planet.
Or the USS COVID-19. No, that would get reported.
We'd have to put, a little mask over the face of it. You could call it the C-19.
Can we?
Yeah. You could. I don't know if they would let you do COVID, but they'd let you do C. Oops, no, 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 that's not what I want to do. No, I don't want to close that. No. Out of there. Save yourself. Okay.
Shipyard
I reflexively hit closing.
run to the planet.
More being death rank 671.
Nice.
Almost there.
I'm gonna keep working on it and keep doing it even after I get to max.
Oh,
rank.
yeah, you absolutely have to, because that way if they ever up the levels, you're automatically done.
Yeah.
And you still get the goodies in the meantime.
And it's just free money at that point.
Pretty much, yep. But I save all the boxes. Well, I don't save all of them, but I save lots of the boxes for emergencies, like I really need some EC or dill or marks. Or I've got a brand new tune, and as soon as they hit reputation level, they can open 100 boxes, and there's marks and stuff for them.
Yeah.
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Did this guy not get this one? Apparently not.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Well, that came in handy.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the
I had 3 transports go through radiation, and then promptly moved into another radiation field. Definitely, this would be the up. Well, sorry about that, guys. I tried.
Oh.
You're not supposed to
How the
go.
health spawns today?
They are not real happy. It's chilly outside, so I'm not leaving the door open for them to go in and out at leisure.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to throw them out in a few minutes here. As soon as we're done, I will get off, throw them out the door, get my bags packed. For work, since I have to take the laptop with to do the missions at 1. I'm not entirely sure. Some days the boss is like, it's 12, go home. Okay. Do I hear barking in the background?
Yes, there
Okay.
are dogs next door.
Ship is under attack.
So I threw the reiterative structural capacitor on some ships going through the radiation. Did a nice job of an insta-heal on them.
their run to the planet.
But it's a 2-minute cooldown. So Chosen says, if you create the USS New York and give it a registry, then you will need to think about what class its successors will be. Or we don't?
I'll leave that up to your capable hands.
Yep, that's a Frost thing. And obviously a U thing. For me, it's a, okay, fine. But Frost was explaining the numbering system and the reasoning behind it and all that good stuff.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run
And
to
I
the
do
planet.
the, oh, it's a number. New York, the litigation. It's a power drain build. Oh my god, that's so funny. That is good. We could have some fun. All right, let us go do this thing. To quote Newt.
Herald.
And after this, I'm gonna have to come back here or Brotherhood of the Sword and do my friend's account.
Yep, do Brotherhood of the Sword. Super fast. Just give yourself a decent ground build and a good weapon and a few little toys.
Yeah, that's where that gets a bit more interesting.
Well, I've done it with super low level tunes. You just get dead a lot. Ah, almost. I'll get you yet. Come on, where are you? There he is. Oh, he did not like that. He jumped out of there real quick. Fine demonstration of noping right out of there.
Someone nuked him.
Yep, they were waiting. Think you got enough toys here? Definitely hitting the bank.
We will fight for Kronos, thanks to your assistance. Kapla!
Kapla.
Look. I'm probably gonna have to take a screenshot of my new Gorn crew and send it you, Dark Mum.
Sounds good to me.
For Gornalicious.
I will send it his way. Actually, Ed has a number of Gorn tunes too, so I will share it with the Ed accounts as well. Mar Huckman says ground is easy. Yes, it is, if you've got a good build. But I have to go to work, so I can afford to come back and do this a little bit more. So on behalf of the Moopsy in the Morning crew, the Moopsy crew, everybody have a wonderful day, and are you ready, Ed?
Yep.
Stay moopsome!
Moopsy.
Shun the non-believer! Shun! Shun!